Hi, this is Imogen Lamport from Inside Out Style blog. I wanted to talk to you about style recipes. There's something I have discussed many times on the blog, and I think it's actually something that's really important for you if you're trying to find your style, to actually work out what your style recipe is. Now, what is a style recipe? It's really just a group of words, a recipe that, like the ingredients of a recipe that you put together that creates your outfits, that creates your style. So why is it so useful? Well, it's so useful because when you go shopping and you're standing there in the store and you're looking at a garment, you're thinking, will I buy this or not? Very often we might get overcome with emotion. There's all sorts of things that stores do to make us buy things. You've got maybe a pushy sales assistant who's trying to force you to buy something, particularly if you're not sure. That when you look at something you can think, okay, well, does it represent my style words? Or at least, a few of them, so that it's going to go together with other things I already own to create a great outfit. So, if you were looking at say a grey male hoodie and your style words were sophisticated, elegant, and dynamic, I'd look at that grey male hoodie and think, no, it doesn't work with my style recipe. But if my style recipe was casual, relaxed, and approachable, that grey male hoodie would fit with your style recipe. So it really depends on what the words are that you come up with. So those words need to really represent you, who you are on the inside, the best version of you, and how you want to be perceived by other people. So, when you're thinking about those style words, it's useful to spend quite a bit of time doing this. It can take a while. And you want to start, like looking around at different adjectives of who you are as a person, your personality traits, because they're really the words you want to look at in many ways is, kind of, am I more approachable? Am I friendly? Am I fun? Am I, successful or professional? Am I dynamic or am I creative? Am I quirky? Am I edgy? There's just so many different words you could use in your style recipe. And I'd kind of say come up with about between 2 and 6 words. Some people will be happy with 2 words that encompass everything about them. Other people need a bit more variety, so they may have up to say 6 words. After that, it might be starting to get a little bit confusing and possibly even conflicted. Or you might find that a couple of your words, if you had friendly and approachable there, maybe they mean pretty much the same thing to you. So sometimes you might have some words that, one of them encompasses both words. So do spend some time thinking about your style recipe. And I've got quite a few blog posts about finding your style recipe and understanding your style and different ways you can go about finding your style recipe. And it is something that I find really important, particularly say if I'm going through a client's wardrobe. We'll have done some work and we'll have worked out a style recipe for them so that when we're going through the wardrobe and we're deciding whether we should keep something or let it go, then it's very easy that if I'm looking at, say, that grey male hoodie and their words weren't about being casual, relaxed, or, whatever that might be, then that doesn't get to stay. But if we had something that was really, a really large floral pattern, say, and they didn't have, any sort of words related to dramatic or bold, then I would say maybe that doesn't represent who you are. It's not going to make you feel comfortable when you're wearing it. And the whole point of style words is that you want to feel really comfortable when you're wearing your clothes. You want to feel that your clothes are a great expression of who you are on the inside, expressed on the outside. And so when we're wearing clothes that don't represent who we are, this is often when we feel uncomfortable, and people might say we look great in those clothes, and that can often happen, but it doesn't represent us on the inside, so we just don't feel comfortable. And if we're not feeling comfortable, we're never going to be as confident as we could be. So do spend a bit of time thinking about your style recipe, and I'd love to know what you come up with.